Time's up, screens down. We're group number 9 and we're going to be discussing changing screen time habits. Our target behavior is too much screen time. Because of the rise in technology, more and more children are becoming sedentary. Before this era, children enjoyed the luxury of being allowed to go play outside, but with the rise of technology, the hours of screen time children partake in is increasing. It is safe to note that too much screen time is very unhealthy and can lead to many negative health effects. All efforts of our project are to reduce the daily time spent looking at screens, including computers, TVs, cell phones, tablets, and so forth. McGuire's 5 Inputs. Our source is Time's Up Screens Down campaign ran by Group 9 of Public Health 402. Our message is to limit the amount of screen time your child has. Our channels will be Facebook and YouTube. Our receivers will be parents with kids aged 15 to 18 living in the San Diego County, along with children between the ages of 15 and 18 years old. Our destination will be to stimulate positive mental health, reduce the risk of obesity, and maintain regulation of the circadian rhythm. The theory model we will be using is the social cognitive theory. This theory posits that learning occurs in a social context with the dynamic and reciprocal interaction of the person, environment, and behavior. It has an emphasis on social influence and on external and internal social reinforcement. It considers the unique way in which individuals acquire and maintain behavior, while also considering the social environment in which individuals perform the behavior. The cognitive factors we are looking at is that all kids are doing it, which influences other children. The environmental factors are peer influence, parents modeling behavior, and technology easily accessible. Our behavioral factors we are considering are the technological era and the addiction to devices. Ultimately, parents can be a great influence and model of the behavior.
The primary target audience for our project is parents with kids aged 15 to 18 years living in San Diego County. We wanted to target parents because we believe that parents are the ones that have the most influence and impact on children's behavior. The secondary target audience is teenagers ages 15 to 18 years. The reason we choose this group is because aside from parents telling teenagers what to do, they should find within themselves the desire to change behavior to have a healthier life. Our first persona is David. He is the father of a 16-year-old girl. He works from home for his online business. Being a teenager, his daughter Sophia spends hours on her cell phone every day. She's addicted to YouTube and texts 24/7. David just recently upgraded the family cell phone plan because Sophia keeps going over the data limit. David realizes that Sophia needs to be restricted. However, he doesn't know where to begin. Our second persona is Emma. She's a 15-year-old girl who loves texting with her girlfriends when she's not in school. Aside from texting, she's always keeping with her social media accounts and is spending more than 5 hours a day on her device. Her parents try to encourage her to go outside and do other things, but she doesn't listen. Newer to the cell phone world, she wants to take full advantage of it. The goal for our project is to reduce the amount of screen time in children ages 15 to 18 years of age spent on television, computers, cell phones, and all handheld devices.
Objective 1. The average amount of daily screen time in adolescents aged 15 to 18 in the San Diego County will reduce by 50% or 4.5 hours within the next 3 years. The data from the SMART Objective 1 will be evaluated by the new iOS screen time tracking feature. By understanding how they're interacting with the iOS devices, people can take control of how much time they spend in a particular app, website, or category of apps. The app limit feature allows people to set a specific amount of time to be in an app, and a notification will display when the time limit is about to expire. Objective 2. In the next 3 years, 50% of parents of 15 to 18-year-olds in San Diego County will be participating in Family Media Plan, evaluated by pre and post surveys of whether a family has their own family media plan. Parents and children can use the plan to customize guidelines on screen time. This personalized plan also helps children establish a healthy relationship with media, including television, smartphones, computers, tablets, and even watches. Our second channel will be video production on YouTube. With the use of this technology, we hope to create an effective and impactful video on the negative side effects of excessive screen time. Our hope is that it would go viral and possibly be shown on television, social media, and become a topic in the realm of public health.
Our first message is don't let the iPad be the parent. As a parent, it is one of your primary responsibilities to be educated on the adverse health effects in your children, which are a byproduct of excessive screen time. Components of this message come from essential route, loss frame, front door approach, precision contact, and light. So, what can you do as a parent? You can keep track of the amount of screen time your child partakes in. Some health risks of too much screen time include obesity, circadian rhythm disruption, and mental health issues. It is safe to say that we live in the era of technology. The progress made in technology signifies that today's parents are the first generation who must puzzle out how to regulate screen time for children. While technological devices can contribute to entertainment and they can render educational content, never-ending screen time can be harmful. We will take a further look at the previously stated health risks of too much screen time. The first look is at obesity. Obesity can lead to health risks such as heart disease, diabetes, cancers, and many other health problems. Excessive screen time creates unhealthy habits in several ways, such as lack of physical activity and fast food cravings. Getting away from the screen and really moving is integral to battling the obesity epidemic and needs to be a priority of parents. A sedentary lifestyle can have negative health effects such as circadian rhythm disruption. Children's minds and bodies need to wind down before bed in order for them to have a good night's rest. LED screens emit a broad spectrum light, also known as blue light, that can be harmful to the retina. Our circadian rhythm, which is our body's internal clock and regulates our sleep and wake cycle, can be affected by this light. Too much exposure of this light before bed can disrupt the sleep-wake cycle and make it hard for a person to fall asleep. This can also lead to serious health consequences. It is important to create a no-screen rule at least an hour or two before a child's scheduled bedtime to help reduce the risk of your child disrupting their sleep-wake cycle. Another negative health effect would be mental health issues. Studies have shown the relationship between mental health problems and the time spent using screens for leisure. Poor mental health status was found among adolescents using screen time for more than 2 hours per day. The distractions of the screen mean less time for homework, physical activity, family interactions, and face-to-face time with peers. Without these necessary social interactions, kids are growing up unprepared and unable to cope, sometimes creating an unhealthy environment for their mental well-being. Some mental health problems include anxiety, depression, lower self-esteem, eating disorders, suicide ideation, and psychological distress. Screen time, a new feature on iOS 12, lets the parents limit their children's time on their devices. Here are a few easy to follow instructions on how to set up those time limits. Our second message lets parents know that it is possible to modify the sedentary behavior of their children. Parents are the biggest influence on their children. Their children are influenced by their parents' actions and are likely to follow on their footsteps. Creating a healthy habit for a person starts when they're young. If we teach our children to live a healthy, active lifestyle instead of a sedentary one, invested in technological devices, we are already many steps ahead. The components for this message come from central root, game frame message, front door approach, persuasion contract, and light. So what can you do as a parent? Enroll in a family media plan today.